Somebody said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The change niggas pitch when we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take your shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed, watch me murder this.
Hey yo, what up? It's your boy Frank Stoney. You are now watching Brooklyn's Balance.
What's up? It's your girl NovahlizRose, and you're watching Brooklyn Balance.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Brooklyn's Balance. We are in season fucking 3, and now we are going to get to all the shit that y'all do not want to talk about. I'm going to talk about it. We're going to be just with the mess, Ricky Lake, all that hot boy shit. Make sure that you guys are tuned in and fucking subscribe. So again, it's me, your host, Miss Meekz. My co-host is at home. He'll come in later on in the season. And I got some guests sitting down with me. To my left, I have...
Frank Stoney from Wave 9.
That boy, you want to give me your Instagram?
At Frank.Stoney.
All right. And to my...
Right.
Go ahead.
NovahlizRose.
And to my right.
Yo, they, you know what I mean? The Instagram says James Bourne LLC, but you know what I'm saying? Comedic life, call me Amen Way Eb Unky, you heard?
Hold on, you heard that? And it's Ramadan right now. So by the time y'all see this, it'll be over. They'll be able to eat. They'll be done. So today's topic we're going to talk about is men lie, women lie. So everybody was bringing up a couple of things in the background before we turned this lovely camera on. So we just going to reiterate that. So the fellas in this room feel like 60% of women are always the cause of men's downfall. Where the fuck y'all get that from? Who hurt y'all and where y'all get that from?
60 is kind of crazy.
Nah, 60 is a drag.
But it has been proven whenever you get into some shit, it's behind a woman 10 times out of 10.
Or that could just be niggas just being insecure with some bullshit that they got going on.
It has nothing to do with
But
insecurity.
like, in what sense would women get a nigga into some shit? Like,
just in being in a toxic relationship. Don't let me guess. Don't get me started on that. Women be with niggas that they know is toxic and abusive and would stay with them, tell you, yo, this nigga doing this, he whipping my ass, he this, that, and the third. But then when you ready to pop on him, no, don't do that. I love him.
You know what they call
What's
they
your
call
sign?
it? They call it
Taurus.
love.
That's the problem right there.
I'm a Taurus. I'm a ride for my people.
That's
You
the
can't
problem.
tell
They
me
call
nothing
it
like
love.
that.
The aspect of
And
love.
that's not love.
Yeah, that's
and it's
true, that's
attachment.
All of that extra shit when you getting abusive, that's not love. That's not
So
love at all.
where do you think they got that from? If we want to be technical, from the missing fathers where the mothers had to fill the void regardless. So y'all niggas been stepped out. So before you sit here and call anybody fucking toxic,
Okay.
y'all gotta look back with y'all.
And who started it first?
Men.
The white man.
Shit. Yeah.
Okay. Listen.
There you go. I like that.
Yes, but it seems like the black people keep carrying it on.
Yeah, because you got years of disconnection and reverting somebody's mind from the way that they used to live. So now when you put a new program into somebody, the computer's just working. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas out here, they're just computers right now. So they're just working off of software that's just been programmed into them. You know
But
what I'm
there's
saying?
people like you out here that can help with that software.
Man,
Somebody
they-
got to go in and do an
They don't be
update.
listening. Some black men don't listen. They be like, yo, he
No,
go.
they just sit here
You
and
know what I'm
blame 60% of the women.
I didn't. First of all, don't put me in that category. What you mean?
Hey, listen,
I'm not
I don't feel...
blaming women.
I
for
feel like
that.
you gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be real with yourself at some point
That's
and
a fact.
understand that you could be the issue
Yeah,
sometimes.
but if people don't know themselves, and that go on both spectrums, that's male and female. If they don't, you know what I'm saying, know themselves, then that's just a world of shit that's gonna happen.
You're not gonna get nowhere with that.
You're not gonna get nowhere.
I feel like people don't know the point when they know themselves. Like, they know themselves when they probably get into those situations where it's
not
like
even
dead
that
ends.
people don't be knowing themselves. They just don't want to accept it and want to like deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd
I
be the
accept
problem.
myself. I can't accept other people. Like, I've seen flaws in
Of
other people and
course,
kept
of
fucking
course.
going.
Certain people, I was just about to say, certain
Exactly,
people do not be
exactly.
accept. Like
Yeah.
certain people don't know how to handle accountability. They don't take accountability of their actions.
So, like,
And that's the
95% of
problem.
men don't take accountability
All
when
right,
they
here
cheat
you
on
go with
bitches.
this. Here you go with this 95% shit. What's up with you and your numbers?
Look, that's the truth. I didn't
feel
come up
me?
with the 60.
I
James
think
came up
you
with
know
the
what
60.
you
That's
know what I
crazy.
think it is. I think a lot of people don't take feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good thing.
I'm in a group chat with some of my boys, my cousin that's outside, and one of my homeboys, he always thinks I'm coming at his head when we cracking jokes. But I'm like, yo, dog, step up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think black men sit in a room with each other and like even men don't cry around each other. Like, that's corny. You feel what I'm saying? You going through something, dog, cry. Get that shit out. Tear up shit in this room. Do what you got to do. And then we walk out of here, we men.
Right.
Because now you done got that emotion out and you know somebody's right next to you.
But that's the problem. A lot of men don't speak on their emotions, and certain people don't know how to control their emotions. And us black men feel like being emotional is weak. In reality, it's not really weak, but we don't know how to really control our emotions.
That's a fact.
So we could be out somewhere and you could feel another nigga's emotion or energy. Yeah. And then when you tell them, yo, bro, you being emotional, it's not really that deep, they instantly snap because we look at emotion as being disrespectful. It's like, yo, you testing my gangster. What you mean I'm being emotional?
And if a dude feel like that, he need to cut that nigga off.
That is true.
That's what I was gonna say. Y'all keep sitting and housing him, allowing him in the group chat. Y'all sitting talking about where the bitches with the hoes at, but y'all not helping this nigga.
Sometimes I tell you, gotta help yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You're right though. You know what I'm saying? You're right. I be trying to help niggas. That's what I be trying to do.
How many of your niggas have you helped?
I helped a lot of niggas. Some of the niggas I'm around don't even think like that. I've been cutting niggas off like that. We grown now.
Okay. I'll give you that because I was ready. I was like, why you still hanging with the niggas? Hang with the niggas. I mean, because females do that a lot.
Y'all be having homegirls too that be...
See, I was getting to it. I was taking the accountability as I always do.
Okay.
When I start to realize that somebody doing something different from me or we may not be on that same timing no more, I talk to them first. Like, yo, this not gonna work. I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that. And then I move on. I find that a lot of bitches take the catty way. Fuck that bitch. That bitch ain't shit. That bitch let me win. And then it becomes a whole thing. But like you said, people can't take feedback. But again, it depends on your friendship of how you set up that standard and that expectation. If you ain't set that up at the beginning, unfortunately, don't come to me in the middle talking about something. Let's sit down and pray. Bitch, what? We was going to brunch on Sundays. Why are we praying now?
But if somebody's changing their life, you gotta accept that though. A lot of people can't accept that either.
So
I'm not saying that they can't change. I'm saying in our time frame, how many times have you looked at your homeboy who was smoking mad weed and then all of a sudden I don't smoke no more? Man, nigga, hit this shit. Like, we don't take them serious at first.
I'm one of those niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
But you gotta understand, people sometimes they want to change who they are. They want to change, they want to be better for themselves. So you gotta just let them.
As long as you being true to that, because certain people just be like, I'm gonna wake up and change, and then
they
when
don't.
When it fail, they go right back to their old shit.
But you know what's another accountability of being an accountability partner? So it's like, yo, you start smoking weed, and I'm smoking this spliff. Then 4 days later, you're like, yo, let me hit this spliff. I may let you hit the spliff, but I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm like, yo, bro, get back on your path. Whatever you was gonna do,
10 times out of 10, if a nigga doing it for a better reason,
So what if he not doing it for a better reason?
Bro, he bullshit. I'm not taking you serious. Hit the blunt.
Why else?
That's just me being.
My point is proving one for me.
No. I'm being real though. I'm a realist. I live in reality. I'ma know if a nigga bullshitting.
That's the only thing we agree on.
But you cannot let a nigga bullshit. If you really fuck with him, if he's really your friend, you cannot sit there and let a nigga.
But niggas don't really be friends with niggas. Let's keep it honest. Niggas just be a pastime.
Exactly.
Niggas just be a pastime.
You know when a nigga is bullshitting. If I've been your mans for over 10 years, I know when you lying.
But nigga, I'm changing. That's what they was trying to say.
If you really gonna change,
could be that day, brother.
Accountability, I'm gonna help you out. But 4 days later, after you saying you quit smoking, now fuck that, bro. Let me hit that.
It's okay to have a relapse. That's how AA works. Get back.
Weed is not that addictive.
Therapy, man. They go to the therapist all year round. You know what I mean?
Weed was just my example.
I could dub the nigga and be like, nah, you can't hit my shit. When the nigga leave, the nigga gonna go smoke probably by himself.
But
well, let him do it by himself.
At least you have a good intent of trying to help him to, keep pushing that, I
believe in helping motherfuckers, but when motherfuckers not trying to help themselves is a dub. Like, that's just where I'm at right now. Like,
I get what you're saying.
Niggas be wasting your time and being selfish with your time on top of that. Like, yo, bro, help me do this, and then you not taking it serious. Why am I gonna waste my time trying to help you do something you don't really want to do?
I got a 3-strike rule. You feel what I'm saying? I help you out.
What's your sign?
In the white man's astrology.
Oh my God.
I was keeping it real. In the white man's astrology, I'm a Gemini.
Oh.
But in the black man's astrology, I am a Taurus with a sun sign moon Taurus and a sun sign Taurus and a moon Libra.
You know more than me. I don't like Libras. I'm not too sure about Tauruses, but we both Geminis.
It's a whole correlation to the stars.
Nah, you really went deep into that. You know what you talk about.
Yeah, it's a whole correlation to the stars. And I don't practice Western astrology. I practice sidereal, which is African.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm a Gemini. So I guess, but I can see where we kind of oppose each other because I'm not giving you 3 strikes. You get 1.
Well,
my cutoff game is elite.
I learned to live with that.
I can't.
Because me, I'm a god, but human beings, you feel what I'm saying? If you feel like you're a human, you know what I'm saying? Hugh means bound to this earth, man. You're a man that's bound to this earth. I ain't bound to this earth. You feel what I'm saying?
No, you right.
So if you feel like that, then I gotta accept that feelings and emotions that you have, and that's your realm. So I lived up to, you know what I mean, correlating certain things and be like, all right, I could give him a 3-strike rule. And then after that, it's like, bro, you on your own. You feel what I'm saying? I had sympathy and I had empathy. You know what I'm saying? Because cutting a person off, you might be that one that can actually help them. So when you just kick them to the curb, they relapse and they never come back.
Yeah, what you doing? Itching and scratching. You ain't like that?
Nah, I agree with him, but at the same
that's
time, it's like, how much, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he busting my head right now. It's like, how much empathy can you really give a
And
person?
I'm not
Because sometimes it's like, I'm to the
Man.
point where all that is a dub, bro. Like, I'm tired of
One
giving second
strike though.
chances. One strike is kind of wild, but it's
I don't
like, I
care.
get it, though.
No.
Bob Marley
I
said,
agree with both.
Bob
I
Marley
give
said,
you
love is
one.
the answer.
But you know what it is? I'm not going to sit here and say that I haven't been at your place where I've given people 3 strikes. What I'm saying, my realist part is I've learned that if people keep doing shit to me and I let them get to the three steps, how could I have fixed that? Okay. So I tell you from the beginning, these are my qualms. This is what I accept. This is what I don't accept. That's not okay with me. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm an effective communicator. So I'm telling you at the beginning, if you do some fuckboy shit at the beginning, that's it. I gave you your warning. That was your disclaimer. We are done.
Well, you don't have to let a person all the way into your realm like that.
But that's why I give you the little
saying?
bits and pieces.
Yeah.
You know, it's simple stuff. You know, because when you meet people, is you hanging out or y'all got the same interests or whatever the case may be. I'm a big person on how you speak to people.
Yeah.
Express yourself. Tell me how you feel. Don't just fucking ignore me. Don't tell me that you busy. Don't tell me that you at work. Like, I hate things like that because we're all busy. We're all at fucking work. I hate shit like that. Acknowledgement. That's all you have to do. Acknowledge on all 2 phones.
A lot of people
and all
like to...
3 social media pages. That's why that was created. If you gotta write a letter like Blue's Clues, write a fucking letter. You gotta send me a 2-way page. Fucking do that shit.
Because I was at work today. I had some work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad this is coming out a month later, so ain't nobody gonna see it till I post it. I use Chat GPT. And I got some work done today. Do y'all know what that is?
No.
That's the AI writer. You write a question in there, and the joint will write you an essay. Shout out to my masters on my 4.0 that I'm passing right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I use this technology to a whole nother beast, but it don't control my mind. But it alleviated 2 hours of work, so I went to go do something else, and then I was able to come here.
I appreciate you, brother.
Lit.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so these days you ain't gonna have excuses.
I was gonna say, I feel like certain people avoid confrontation so they don't have to communicate.
And that's so bad.
I don't like people who avoid confrontation.
So
I love confrontation.
But that's the problem. Motherfuckers be like, yo, I don't want to talk about that. Let's just let it go by.
Nah,
because
kiss
they don't
my
know how to
ass.
communicate.
We
They're
finna
gonna
talk
avoid
about
you.
it.
But that's the thing. Nobody likes to talk about things. They like to avoid it. And they don't like to take accountability where it's time to talk about what they did that was wrong.
Yeah,
You
but
feel me?
that's probably something
that's why
dealing
they're
with
gonna
their
avoid that
past.
That's them within themselves too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
That's
try to use that on you too. They push that on you, then you think it's normal and it's not really normal.
You're not about to push nothing on me.
Yeah,
Feel me?
but they think it's normal in their head. But once you realize that this person feels like that's normal, then you got to just break the mold. You feel what I'm saying? You got to really point at communicating. You got to be like, yo, bro, that's wrong. I want you to sit with that. I ain't gonna talk to you for a week. I want you to think about
people
that.
do be sitting with that. They know exactly
what they doing.
That's why you got.
They know.
That's why you got 3
People
strikes.
be knowing.
But see, I feel like nobody could do nothing to me. Ain't nothing against me.
Right.
It's only for me. So it's only a learning lesson. True. You feel what I'm saying? So even if, like, I'm not even perfect, but if I got a little quirk, a little screw, and that person comes into it, now I'm like, all right, now that's something I got to tweak with myself. Now the next person, you ain't going to come around this corner. You may come around a new corner because there's always going to be something new and there's always going to be something old.
Right.
You just got to learn from it and just, you got to sit with that with yourself.
So my next thing, because it's always going to come up, relationships. Do y'all sit as guys and talk with each other about relationships, or your homeboy who keep fucking 5 bitches and he got the main bitch, but you want to fuck that bitch too?
I don't even be around that.
Okay, so you don't, but I feel like you do.
Why you feel like why you feel like I be around?
The fact is, why? That's why.
Nah, because it's like you just been saying I said 60%. That's cap, by the way.
I'm just asking, have you?
I mean,
you hang with a younger group of what he may hang with, so I can only direct it to you, unfortunately.
well, damn, but nah.
Was you a hoe back in the days?
Yeah, facts.
Okay, so now that's how we're gonna lead up to that.
I was, but I wasn't fucking.
Because you also said that you got caught up in a situation where you was in another nigga's house.
Oh,
with his
well,
bitch.
technically speaking, it wasn't his house. He just lived there.
Oh, so
with her.
he was just a roommate.
He got kicked out.
You
Facts.
came
He
out
got
the
kicked
closet.
out. I didn't even
Whose
know that they
house
was
was it,
together.
though?
It was her crib. It was her crib. She was paying rent and all of that. She was dealing with some bum ass nigga. I didn't know about it till after the nigga came in.
But why you dealing with the person that's dealing with a bum ass nigga? Because
I
obviously
didn't
she
know.
like bum ass niggas.
Let's
But
be
he said he
real.
didn't
I
know.
didn't know nothing.
But why
on the
did you
internet,
ask?
on the internet, y'all claim y'all single. Y'all be hiding. Y'all be hiding niggas.
Who is y'all?
You know what? Not you. Women in general be hiding niggas. They will
Niggas be
in a
hiding
five-
bitches too. Niggas be
Alright,
hiding whole
wait.
families
Hold on.
with
Hold on.
marriages, like-
We're not gonna do
Niggas
that.
be
We are
hiding
not gonna do
kids
that right
on the-
now.
Who made you the
Okay.
spokesperson
We are
of the
not-
Black
We
Men
can't do that
Committee?
though because
Female cannot hide a kid. Like, you literally had that kid.
okay,
Niggas be
that's
hiding
facts. Y'all
kids.
can't, but y'all can hide a nigga. If y'all don't got a kid,
We can hide
nobody's
multiple
not gonna
niggas
know
if
y'all
you
in a
wanna be
relationship.
technical.
Yeah.
Nobody would never know if
Women
female's
are
in a
the-
relationship until she's ready. Thank you. You
Women
feel
are
me?
beasts with it. You
Let's be
feel what I'm
real.
saying?
A woman will be in a relationship for 5 years and you'll
I don't
never
be
know.
hiding nobody.
Right,
All they
but-
do is post a shoulder or
Yeah.
elbow, or then when they
I
driving
practice
around,
that
they
That
never.
nigga allows that. So
They
what's the
never.
problem?
He don't allow it. He's
Yes, he
accepting
does.
it.
He don't.
He's accepting it.
They don't know about each other. I'm a king.
You feel me?
Feel me?
But I like how everybody's still diverted from the question. I'm asking you, right? You.
I ain't that.
What was you doing at Shorty's house? What happened after you found out she had a nigga? You
Oh, she was a
probably still
dub.
came
No,
there.
she was a dub.
No?
After that whole situation, we got into a squabble. I'm like, yo, bro, it's not even like that. I didn't even know that was your girl, bro. She told me she was single. Nigga would
Damn.
have take it out on me. I'm not pussy, so we gonna shoot it. I got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
I was Gucci, you feel me?
Nah, I feel you.
He was mad. Oh, how could you do this? I'm like, yo, bro, what do you mean? Why are you talking to me? Talk to her.
I ever get caught up in a situation
Feel
like
me?
that, and he start. First, I'm gonna talk calmly. First of all, you don't even know
Go
what
ahead,
I'm gonna
Gemini.
do to you.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I'm be like,
Feel
yo,
me?
bro, you gotta handle this. She told me you was single. I can show you the text. She was single. You know what I'm saying? I show you the text messages. I want to exit out this door. You feel what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, and I'm doing it smoothly, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna leave it alone because it's not what I deal with. But if he start getting crazy, I'm gonna fuck him up to the point. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to think about life, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to sit there with your shit all busting and be like, why you cheated on me? And da-da-da-da, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just know that I beat your ass, and while I was beating his ass, I'm going to talk to him, too. You know what I'm saying?
So now, because you know, it wouldn't be balanced if I didn't ask us, the ladies.
Oh, that was coming. It was in my head.
I don't need you to do it. I got it.
That was an inquiry.
How did you, NovahlizRose, have you, I'm about to be real crazy.
Oh.
You from the Bronx, right?
Yeah. I'm from Harlem.
You from Harlem.
Yeah.
But where you live?
I live in the Bronx.
Right. So, in the Bronx, I think... No, I can't do this.
Wait, hold on. What?
I
That's OD.
He said...
That's OD.
So, do you find... I find that there's a lot of squabbles in the Bronx with bitches amongst fighting over niggas. Have you ever been in a position, not in the Bronx or just in general, where you was fighting over a nigga?
No.
Not at all when you was younger.
I don't do that.
I fought over a nigga.
And I don't fight over niggas.
I did when I was young. I didn't know no better.
You see them baby hairs? She ain't fighting over no nigga.
I got pull muffin
She ain't
cap
fighting
back.
over no nigga.
I got some too.
That's too pointless. It's
Yeah.
pointless for me.
So do you have friends that do that, and how do you give them advice on that? Cause okay, so you got that. Go ahead.
If I really had to think like on a deep level, I don't think I really know people that do that. But if I did, I would not be with that. I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, if it's somebody that's benefiting you, then yeah, I will understand why you want to fight somebody for this nigga. Like, you know. But if you doing shit just because you doing shit, that's corny. Like, I don't really.
But love is a crazy thing.
Of
Because that's what
course,
we would
but-
call it at that time. It would be love, right?
Attachment.
Attachment, exactly.
Ain't no be love.
That's what I call it, attachment.
That's what that nigga was doing when you was in the house, right?
Yeah, he was going
Attachment.
crazy. That was him.
I'm just...
I got the fuck up out of there. I don't give a fuck about
Remember that viral shit where he was like, I love you, you my chocolate, something, something. You don't remember that? Nigga was screaming outside?
nothing.
You should have said that part.
My
Because
bad, I
I'm like...
forgot what it was like 2-3
social
years
media
I
ago.
would never
use
do
them.
no shit like that. Like, I come in the crib and I see another nigga there. I already know what it is. Charge it to the game. I'm not doing none of that.
Damn, so you never been in love?
That's why I'm like,
I've been in love. You see? I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. I got my heart broken before. And I definitely...
Just one time before?
Nah, I got my heart broken like 2-3 times.
All right, because I hate niggas who one time.
I can admit that.
No.
I can admit that.
Be like one time and it's done.
I got my heart broken about 7 times.
Everybody,
And I recovered from it.
Make a whole A Boogie album.
When you...
He do that.
I could be on some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't make no track dissing none of my exes and nothing like that. But... Let's be real. I got my heart broken, and from that, it was a learning experience. I wasn't like, fuck all these other bitches. I learned how to change my priority in different women, and I had to really understand that not all women are the same, but I got to stop dealing with women who have the same type of priorities. There's different women with different priorities, and that's what I really had to tap into. So at a point in time, I just kept dealing with the same woman. I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I doing wrong? So I sat back, wasn't fucking with nobody for like almost a year, and then I was like, all right, let's try this again. And I started dibbling, dabbling in different spectrums.
So you single, brother?
Right now, yeah, facts.
Oh, yeah? Right.
Yeah, I'm single. For now.
You single? Yeah. Damn. See, I know
I
you
don't answer
married.
any questions.
No, I'm single though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm single. Why you can't answer that question?
It's not their business. As the host, it's not their business.
You see how we was talking about hiding shit earlier?
Nobody's hiding.
So what is the so what is the answer?
Yeah.
You was talking all this shit about me being a 60% and all this and all of that.
It's a difference between somebody. It's all right. I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Aight.
It's a difference between somebody hiding, meaning every episode for the past 2 seasons, you've always seen this hand because this is my dominant hand that I've talked to. So you would see that. I don't need to speak to what's already known. I've mentioned it a couple of times in between, but with me being the host and me being in this light, I won't get certain things. I'm not, what Drake said, I'm not hiding him from the world. You feel me?
Oh, he's hiding from the world.
Not even that. He edits all these episodes.
Okay.
People who need to know him, they know of him, and we don't always need to be together. It's always divide and conquer.
That's
You'll get
what's up.
further. Why do we need to both be doing the same
I like
thing?
that aspect.
So that's why I never not said it, but I also don't feel like I need to. If somebody asks me, I now know your intention. That is not necessary. If I'm here to handle business, then what you asking me that for? That's you.
That's a fact.
You can just take a look at context clues.
You just did the whole shit with Marvin from Power when he answered who be cheating, like, you know, who be cheating more.
I have my bachelor's degree in forensic psychology and a minor in criminology. And
I see what you just did.
Well-versed media trader. I know how to answer questions.
That was great.
But yeah, I don't feel like it's anybody's business. You know, y'all are the guests. They want to know about you. I've been up here. They should know about me. Because maybe somebody on one of my subscribers is like, you know what? I might want to change his life. He probably hurt. Somebody like a Taurus out there. I don't know.
Hurt is crazy.
You do sound a little hurt. So something I do want to bring up is love.
I'm like, why she say fuck me for?
I do want to bring up love. This word love. What is it?
A drug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love is crazy.
So you a crackhead to it.
I love hard. You feel what I'm saying? So,
But I don't feel like it's a drug. It means you have to be willing to get into it. A drug to me is this is something I'm already taking and I already know what the effects of it is
I'm not
going to
gonna
be.
say I'm one of those niggas that where love is a drug, but to certain people, love is a drug.
I feel
Niggas
like
be
if you
going
feel like
crazy.
love is a drug, that's just
He's
in a negative
abusive.
context.
That's how I feel.
Yeah,
I
I don't mean it in a bad way like that.
That is a negative context though. What are drugs?
They're bad. And you go through withdrawal.
If you want to be
Drugs
real,
make you feel good for the moment.
Temporarily.
Exactly.
drugs is something that's prescribed to you though.
There's different types of drugs.
So,
There's
I just want to be
prescription
real,
drugs,
right?
And there's recreational
Now
drugs.
hold on.
There's prescription and there's recreational.
Yeah, facts.
When you get love, it can be prescribed. You know what? You got one. Because I can't
Come on
even.
now.
You're right. It can be. Love can be
real.
prescribed. And then, you know, love, you can just go out there looking. But most of the people was out
like
there
she
looking
said,
for
love
it.
could be a bad thing, like the bad type of drug, and then you got the good drug if you want to break it down.
So
like
when
that,
you
I guess.
love hard, what does that mean? Because when niggas say they love hard, it could mean so many things. It could be you want this girl to eat, breathe, sleep, be up underneath you. She can't go no fucking where, so on and so forth.
I'm not a controlling type of nigga. That's a dub. I want my woman to actually get money and thrive and grow with me.
Okay.
Niggas be wanting to keep their girl in the house, no friendships, no none of that. Nigga, you looking for a slave. Let's be real. Certain niggas be insecure, don't want their woman to do nothing, and then when they get all fucked up, you will stop your girl from getting the bag. So when you down bad, nigga, How you gonna?
That's a
How you
fact.
gonna,
How she
do
gonna help
something?
you?
How she gonna
Fact.
help you? She can't have no type of connections. I'm not one of those niggas. I want my woman to thrive, and I love a confident woman. So when I love, I'm really gonna love hard and try to give you the best of everything and provide what I could provide at that time.
So what's stopping you from finding love now? Because you're an artist and niggas don't want to do that?
I don't know what you talk about. I'm not gonna answer that question right now because I'm not gonna sit there and put myself on Front Street. But I'm definitely have love for a person. But
You have love? No, that's fine.
Yeah,
you the
love
one
for a
said you
person.
was single. I
I'm
wasn't
single,
looking
yeah,
for that.
facts. I'm single,
I just
but-
wanted to know.
I mean, you could be single and still love somebody.
Facts.
You know?
that's what I am.
It is
But
what
see,
it
that's
is.
that attachment.
There you go.
you
But
talking
I'm
about-
waiting for it. No.
What are you talking about? The
I don't think
opposite
that's
sex, or you
attachment.
talking about your mom,
Yeah.
father, or something like that?
Thank
The
you.
opposite sex.
The opposite sex. Okay, so that's attachment. Because it's like, I
How
love
so?
you. You want to be doing some dumb shit outside, and it turns into drugs. Because you single, you don't want to talk to somebody else. You want to do something. You still love this person. And they swinging
nah,
you
I ain't
around,
like that.
doing a whole
Nah,
bunch of
nah,
shit.
I ain't
like
I'm
that.
talking about what she was just talking about. She said you can still love somebody, so you got an ex
Nah, but he
that's
agreed.
running around that you still love. That's the problem.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you could have love for somebody
Okay.
and not be with them.
Facts.
I don't. Well, that depends on what level of that love is. What are we describing here?
I don't feel like it should
Love
be
is
different.
love.
Fact.
Right, but then
So
now
now
that gets me to my
explain your
point. So then you
definition of
can't sit
love.
there and go, I have love for somebody. That because again, it's two different things, and it is technically not two different things because the main thing is love. Black people or just other people have now come up with this term of I have love for you because they don't want to take accountability for being in love. So
Well,
we're just
see,
saying that. That's some of
it's
the part of
funny.
the.
So with me, I would say I'm not in love. You know what I'm saying? I'm married. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not in love. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard of that before.
I love her, but I love the universe. And I love myself. You feel what I'm saying? Myself is the first thing.
Right.
Self-preservation and whatever anybody calls God, Jah, Allah, whatever
Right.
you call that entity, this is me and that entity. That's above anything else. Everything else after that comes. But yeah, you're going to have a certain emotion towards that person that you're with. But I would never die for you. That's not going to happen.
That was some real Gemini shit.
You know what
You
I'm
just
saying?
fucking did.
I'm not
That's the shit
I'm not
that
gonna
they
give up
accused me of.
my
And
whole
I'm not-
self for you. It's not gonna happen.
I'm
it's
not
called
gonna lie, I
it's
feel the
called
same way. But-
it's self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. But they know I'm gonna hold them down and do what I'm supposed to, but you know what I mean, supposed to be doing. But me to be like, oh, I'm so in
To a
love with
certain
you.
extent, yeah, you can't go out your way for
the hell.
people.
Because
Not
even if that
anymore.
person loves you and you get up to that you love that person, you get up and I say emotion, energy, and motion, emotion. You feel what I'm saying? What energy is driving that motion that you're doing? Is it love to seek out owning something? Or it's a love of a necessary, a need. You feel what I'm saying? Because we need the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? But
So
not
what you're
about
saying
to
right now is that nobody
You feel-
really in love. We just all attached to each other.
Well, no. So there's a difference. You know what I mean? Once you get that circumspection of what I'm talking about, then you're not attached. You could lose it this day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even I explained to, my wife, I'm like, if I die, you cannot be stressed out. You have to move on. And if you meet somebody next week and that person's for you, you move on and do what you got to do.
So that's how I'm gonna end out this episode. If, God forbid, I go or he go, nah, fuck that. Don't move on, bitch. Stay right where the fuck you at. I'll be back. We gonna figure it the fuck out. But thank you guys for watching this episode of Booker's Balance. We out.